wouldn't take it back though.
Why would you? I'm the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Hey y'all, welcome to our channel.
What's good?
I'm Lo.
I'm D-Jack.
And today we are going to be doing a get to know us video. I would say it's like a couples tag. Yeah, a couples tag. So let's get started. How did we meet?
Tinder. In college.
I thought he was, so apparently when we first met, he says I told him to tell people we met at school, but we really met on Tinder.
I just want to keep it 100 with y'all. We was in college, but we didn't meet in college. I mean, we didn't meet at our school, so.
True.
We met while we were in college.
And just a little disclaimer, I did not know that Tinder was a hookup app. In his defense, he didn't come at me on some like, hey, I'm trying to, you know, get down to business. He really was trying to like get to know me. But when we tell people like we met on Tinder, they're like, ugh.
They be like,
but no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like, I think even like I told him, like I had just gotten out of a really bad situation. So I was like, I'm not even on that type of time. Like you can get to know me or you can kick rocks, period.
There it is. What am I afraid of?
What are you for? Snakes?
All right, we can say that.
What am I afraid of?
Oh, spiders. I would pet a snake though, like the big control snakes. If we go to like a zoo and it's on the zookeeper neck and he got the head, I'll pet the tail or something.
Cap.
He wouldn't touch a snake with his pinky.
I wouldn't.
He wouldn't touch a snake with his pinky toe.
I'll touch a snake. I touched a snake before. I just wouldn't. If I
so
see
you
a snake
scared
on the
of
ground,
him, but I wouldn't touch a spider.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, then.
No, but I'm saying if I see a
real.
snake, if we go outside right now and I see a snake, I don't know, man. You got to give me some.
I wouldn't touch no spider. Couldn't nobody pay me $1 million to touch a spider? That's not cap. No.
You took a tarantula for $1 million.
No, I wouldn't. What was our first impression of one another?
So
I'm gonna go first.
And
My first impression of him was, wow, he has a really nice smile. Like his teeth are so perfect to me, and I'm such a big like teeth person. Like that's one of the first things I look at in a person. I look at your sneakers or your shoes first, and then I look at your teeth. So he passed the shoe check, and then I looked at his teeth and I was like, wow.
I mean, dang, she fine.
Don't cuss.
All right, just.
It's YouTube. I'm gonna have to block that out.
No, but you had some really pretty eyes when we first met. Not like had like you didn't have them, don't have them now, but like your eyes. I always liked your smile, even though you didn't really like it that much. And I like the way you dress. You know what I'm saying? You know how to dress. You ain't out here looking crazy. Some people look crazy.
so who? Man had a little lamb. Okay.
Weird fact about each other.
He doesn't eat anything, really. Like, he's very picky when it comes to, like, condiments and stuff. Like, the only thing that he'll really eat is barbecue sauce. That's it. Like, barbecue sauce on everything. Like, you couldn't pay him to eat, like, mustard, mayo, tartar, like, all the stuff that, like, I'm into, he will not. Like, no. I don't think that's like really weird. But to tie into that, the first time I seen him put barbecue sauce on a hot dog, I was kind of like, that's weird. Don't nobody do that. But, I guess.
You weird because you like to drink soda with no fizz in it. Like you take the fizz out, get to taking off the top. Like that's not a soda. Just drink juice.
I don't like it to get like completely flat. I will drink completely flat soda, but I just sometimes, you know, like when you get a fresh Sprite from McDonald's and it just like sit there and like burn the back of your throat for like a good 5 minutes. I like to wait because it's angry when you first get it. I like to wait for it to calm down a little bit so that way it have like just a little bit of fizz in it and then it's enjoyable to me. That's just
They said they got a circuit board on the McDonald's Sprite.
It literally tastes like, you know how like in cartoons, whenever they used to show like the little static screen. That's what it tastes like. That's what it tastes like to me. What is your favorite part about marriage? Ooh.
I say always having someone to depend on. Like, it's like, how can I use an example? It's like you always got that person to like fall back on, and like that support is always there, like no matter what. I'd say that's pretty dope about marriage.
That's cool. My favorite part, one of my favorite parts is like you literally get to do everything with your best friend. Like you always have somebody to do stuff with, like always, no matter what. Like it's crazy because when I first met him, I used to tell him like I get bored with guys so quick. Like, so the fact that like we've been together for as long as we have and even like married, like I always knew I wanted to get married, but I feel like it was just sounding good. Like I was just saying it just to say it, but to actually think of me being married to somebody, I'd be like, I don't know about all that. You cool, but you ain't that cool. But yeah, like we literally do everything together. Like we can just be sitting in the bed doing nothing, just dying of laughter, bro. And that'll be like one of my favorite parts of the day. Like absolutely nothing.
No, for real.
Everything just be funny. Like
you just can't stop laughing. Everything funny. Easy. All right, I'm sitting in front of the TV. What's on the screen?
Sports, ESPN, basketball game.
I ain't even gonna ask about
What about
that.
me?
You watching Chicago PD, Real Housewives, Chrisley Knows Best, Family Feud.
Period.
That's it.
We watch Family Feud like every night.
All the time. No, for every night, yeah.
Yeah.
Right before bed, it's a ritual.
How did you know things were getting serious?
Ooh. When you start throwing that marriage word around, and you started like you would just do like little stuff, try to put stuff in front of me. You started showing me rings, bro. You started like showing me different like marriage proposal videos. Stuff like that. I was like, oh, she putting that pressure on me.
Did you feel like...
Yes. All the pressure. I felt all of it. Like, yeah, I knew when I wanted to marry you, but it was like, when?
Oh,
okay. And how you know it was getting serious?
I didn't.
How you ain't know?
I didn't until you proposed. I didn't because, like, I was dropping hints. You ain't never dropped no hint that you wanted to get married as soon as we did. Like, we would talk about it, but I just feel like you need to make it a point to talk about that with anybody who you plan on being with. Like, we had a kids talk. We had, like, if we ever wanted to be married, like, where we wanted to live, like, stuff like that. Like, I feel like if you are dating somebody, like, you should always date with purpose, number one.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people say, like, when you're in your 20s, like, you can have fun and date who you want to date and do this and do that, and that's cool, but I feel like if you're dating, you should date with the intent of, I possibly want to spend the rest of my life with this person. And if that's the case, then you need to make sure that your goals and your visions of your future align with each other, regardless of if that's finances, kids, where you live, you know, just stuff like that, like family values, like spirituality, like anything like that. Like, I feel like we was young back then, so it may have kind of been like an uncomfortable situation to talk about, but I feel like uncomfortable communication makes you better. So when we would talk about stuff like that, that would just be like, I knew I needed to have this conversation, because if he told me, yeah, I want to be with you, but I don't want to have kids, that would have been a deal breaker for me, and I rather would have known that then than now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like I really didn't know that we was getting serious like that. So I don't know, I didn't know. But if we backtrack to before we started dating, I knew he got serious when he stopped entertaining these other little girls. You might have heard about me. He posted me on his Instagram, or like his Snapchat or something. Like we were on a date and he posted me somewhere, and so many of his friends like were, oh my God, who is that? You don't never do that. Who is this girl? Oh no, you.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
I was his first girlfriend. And that's how serious stuff got. Like, I was his first girlfriend that turned into his wife. So nobody even had the chance.
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the chance
to do anything. But I just remember that so vividly. Like, we were on a date, and I believe it was Snapchat. And I posted, like, I took his phone. First of all, he let me take his phone and post myself on his Snap. And y'all, after I went back home, I kept checking like every hour to see if he was going to delete that story off his Snapchat after I left, and he did not. He let it roll on out the whole 24 hours.
I wasn't going to delete that. No, I wouldn't.
But his friends were like, you can just see his phone. Ding, 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 ding. All his homeboys. Who is that? What are you doing? So,
dang, bro, you cuffing now?
Then I was like, okay. He might be digging the kid a little bit, because he don't do that. So
that's funny.
I was very, very shocked. That one says, do we want kids? Not to speak on like that subject too in depth, because I want to make a whole nother video about that. But to sum it up, yes, we do want kids.
Hardest part / obstacles as a young couple.
Ooh. You want to go first? Or want me to go first?
You go first. I asked.
I would say, just in my experience, being young, and especially us being married as young as we got married, like we were like 21, 22, a lot of older people will try to sway your opinions on a lot of things, or they'll try to make you feel like you're too young to know what you're doing. And I don't think that it comes from like a malicious point, but it's kind of like, yeah, I'm young, but who's to say I gotta be this age when I get married, and I gotta be this age when I want to have kids, and I gotta be this age to do X, Y, Z. Like, I always felt like, I don't want to say like they looking down on us or something, but it was just like really hard whenever we announced our engagement to our family, because from both sides it came from like, are you sure this is what y'all want to do? Like, y'all haven't even really like lived life yet. But to me, it was like, you right, but that's why I want to get married, so we can live life together. Like, yeah. I never really understood why people would be like, you're too young to do something. Because if we really want to keep it a buck, our grannies was out here married and popping out kids 18, 19, 20 years old, and you already got 3 kids when you're 21. And I have 0, but I want to get married when I'm 21, but I'm too young. You know, like, it was just kind of like a double standard. And I know times have changed drastically, but that always just kind of made me feel some type of way, because just because I'm young don't mean that I don't know what I'm doing with my life, you know? Like, I didn't really like that at all.
Yeah, I say, well, to piggyback on that, I say, like, I feel like the older generation might, well, specifically women, you mentioned how they like popping out kids and stuff around 18. I feel like they maybe say stuff to younger women because it's like maybe they didn't want to be in that position, but it was just their reality, and they don't want that person to go through that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, I'm not putting no words in nobody's mouth for saying that's what it was, but that could have been how it was. But I say, hardest part about being married, I'm gonna still say communication. Like how she said earlier, I wasn't always the one to like open up about how I felt, and it wasn't even just about like how I felt. I just wouldn't, I don't know, I don't like to talk as much. I like talking to you now a lot, but back then I didn't like talk to a lot of people about like personal stuff or like financial stuff, you know, just stuff that really matter when you marry. I didn't talk to nobody else about that type of stuff, so it's like, dang, I gotta tell this person all this stuff. It's like, it's kind of like makes you uncomfortable in the beginning, but then the more and more you get used to it, it's just like that's the person you're gonna be with for the rest of your life. So you gotta get used to that. I'd say that's probably one of the hardest obstacles I had to jump up over.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. Who said I love you first? He did.
Yeah, I said.
Tell him how you said it.
We was on FaceTime like every night for like 4 or 5 hours or whatever until we fall asleep. And then one night, we was finna hang up. And then I was like, I love you. But I said it real low, so like.
Nah, he was like, I ain't. Yeah, I was like, I ain't say nothing, y'all. I ain't say nothing. I was like, all right, good night. He could tell like I heard something, but I ain't say nothing. And then I texted him and I was like, I love you too.
So you already knew I had said it. I was too shy to say it for real. I was like, dang, she probably don't even, she probably love
What you would have did if I was like, thank you. I love you, thank you, appreciate it.
I probably would put my jersey back on.
Cap.
Wow, dude say he would have been done. But no, when he said it, I was like,
How long have we been together?
It'll be 6 years in May. 6 years of being together, and then it'll be 3 years of marriage in August of this year. It's a long time.
That is a long little time. You stuck with me, huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it back though.
Why would you? I'm the greatest thing that's ever happened to you.
Period!
No, it's facts. I'm just saying I wouldn't take it back.
Where was our first road trip?
Road trip. Well, I was gonna say it wasn't really to your mama's house because we didn't drive there.
Nah.
Right.
What? I gotta cut that part out.
Road trip?
Road trip. What is you talking about? I'm finna cut that part out. What you just said. Because we taking that to the grave. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, we taking that to the grave.
Cut.
Camden, South Carolina.
Yeah. When we went home for Thanksgiving in
for her family.
2016. Was that 2016? Yeah.
We had matching outfits.
Yeah. We did.
That was funny.
Inserts picture here. Somewhere on the screen. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it.
If we got one. We probably still got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was 2016 because 2015 Thanksgiving, we was not together.
Nope.
We broke up, y'all.
Break. We was dating though. You know how stuff go when you dating somebody.
Nah, we was broken up. Y'all, it's so funny because I'm tall. And
she used to always come to the gym with me too.
People who don't know me, their first question is, wow, do you play basketball? If I got a clip of me playing basketball,
nope.
I'm not gonna even dog myself out like that on YouTube. Just know I'm not the basketball player. He the basketball player. I don't play basketball. So if you ever see me in person, just know I was the model, not the basketball. I was the volleyball, not the basketball. No.
People ask her that all the time.
All the time. Okay, so this question says, what's something newlyweds should be prepared for? I'm gonna just kick this to relationship in general. Be prepared for spending plenty of money on food because you gotta buy food for 2 people now. Ooh. I literally used to be good on spending $5 to $10 on some food.
Oh, meal.
Why is this total $52.73 for 2 people? Man, go to the grocery store. For real. No, for real, though. For
real. Get you a membership somewhere, bro.
Yeah. Because
y'all gonna start going out. The more and more y'all do that, money just... I mean, you enjoy the moment. You can get it, whatever.
Which it's good to have, like, disposable funds type situation. But every time, bro, I'll be like, dang, we can't even go to the drive-thru.
Nah, what else, though? I was going to say, be prepared for, well, I mean, if you're a young couple, be prepared for like people kind of like looking at you crazy or like insinuating certain stuff. Not insinuating, but trying to put themselves like how you were saying how older people sometimes are question your moves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be prepared for stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
No
fellas,
shade.
be prepared to communicate, bro. Like,
even when it makes you like uncomfortable.
yeah, bro, just say how you feel, man. Like it don't help you, your marriage. It don't help your wife. It don't help to just like ignore certain stuff or not deal with situations when it happen. Don't let stuff linger on them. So.
Yeah.
Cause that come hit you hard.
So whatever makes sense to your marriage, that's just what it is. And somebody can take it or leave it. But you gotta do what's in the best interest of your situation, your spouse, your mental, all of that. Like whatever works for your marriage, that's number one, your business. And number two, that's just how it's gonna have to be, because like I said, that's the person that you spending the rest of your life with. Don't nobody else live in your household. Don't nobody else needs to be involved in your marriage. So don't feel like you have to explain that to anybody. Don't ever feel like you have to explain yourself, your motives, your reasoning, your anything to anybody ever.
Period!
Ever. And that's like no shades to anybody at all. It's all tea, actually.
Ooh, you done gave them a whole sermon. About 10 minutes. That's got the whole nice.
Oh my gosh. I think that was the last question. Oh, the last question is, how important is sex in a marriage?
It's definitely important though.
Yeah.
'Cause that's your time to,
Yep.
open with each other.
All right.
Open, comfortable.
You got anything?
Huh?
I'm trying to think of like questions that maybe I didn't write down. Oh, I have one. How do you feel when like our peers and stuff ask us for advice about like relationships and stuff?
I love it.
Same.
I be giving my daughters advice all the time. Literally all the time.
Dang, give us something else.
It's good to ask though, because everybody's relationship ain't the same. Your relationship could be totally different from your friend relationship, and the stuff they go through is gonna be totally different than the stuff y'all go through. So
yeah, I think it's always good to get like a third party's input on something.
If y'all like uneasy about something, so like if we was reaching out to a couple, it would be because we find a problem or something, or like we disagreed about something that might just keep coming up.
Yeah.
But like
not like just you want somebody in your business.
You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
all right, don't be in people's business, don't be in our business, man.
Oh my god.
Good over here.
No, but on this channel, I really feel like I just want to give you guys like an inside look on like how we are as a couple, how we are as individuals, like what we be doing in our day-to-day lives. Like so many people have asked us like, when are y'all gonna start a YouTube channel? Like stop playing. So here it is, y'all. I'm gonna link all of our social medias down below. And yeah, y'all, I'm excited to start this journey with you guys. It's gonna be really fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, we ready. And if y'all gonna send prank ideas, don't put it in a comment, because then one of us gonna see it. Like, just send it directly to that person.
Oh
like,
yeah, I also just we getting heck of off topic, but
it's ace, man.
some a couple channels that we see, like, not to throw everybody under the bus or anything like that, or no shade, but sometimes pranks don't be really that authentic, and I don't ever want to be that couple. So we ain't gonna be, this not a prank channel. You ain't gonna be seeing no pranks every week, every day, back to back to back. Just know when you see a prank, it's real, it's authentic, and somebody got For real.
Somebody was hurt. Somebody didn't like it.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a good video. But yeah, thank you all so much. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate you guys. And until next time, we will check you guys out in our next video. Peace.